Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the webinar Gamification in Healthcare. This is a recorded webinar, and we will just start from here. So I was just saying that everyone loves playing games, different kind of games for different kind of people, and there are a whole field of science dedicated to playing games. It's called game theory. We will come to it and we will discuss it. What is game theory and how it is applicable to modern day medical science and healthcare. So let me. Okay. This is a full screen. So now it's better. So, okay. So our company Biospiel, in English you say Biospiel, in German you say Biospiel. Spiel meaning in German, it means to play games. It's a Spiel in German means game. And Biospiel in German means biological game. And in English you say Spiel. In English, Spiel means an elaborate or great speech or story, typically one used by a salesperson. So in English, spiel means a sales pitch. When a salesman tries to sell you something, he's giving a spiel. So biospiel in English means a biological sales pitch. In German, it means biological game. Okay. So our company is Biospiel. It's a web-based application for medical doctors, radiologists, students of medical science, scientists, and researchers. We will come to it. Let's continue our presentation. My name is Shanawaz Asif Raja. I am the Chief Executive Officer and founder at Biospiel. I'm also an entrepreneur at Cohort in Conscious Venture Lab. It's an accelerator in America. I studied in Germany. I studied information systems in Germany. I studied informatics in Switzerland. And I studied Masters in Business Administration from Pakistan. That's about my introduction. So what is game theory? A game is any social interaction between multiple people in which each person's payoff is affected by the decisions made by others. Game theory is a field of economics, microeconomics, if you say. Game theory is a science of decision making. It is studied in economics by biology. It is applicable in biology. It is studied by mathematicians. It is also studied by psychologists, biologists, military tacticians, and economists, politicians, and so on. The application of game theory is wide-ranging and it has applications in all fields of modern-day science. Unfortunately, game theory is a new field of it's a new science, and many people do not know how to apply game theory in modern-day life, or you can say in modern-day applicable field of science, because it is came into study in mainstream science in 1950, and it was available before that, but in modern day application came during that period, and it is kind of a new field of science, and its applications are wide ranging. So game theory is any social interaction between multiple people. You interact with people every day. You make decisions by interacting with people every day. The decisions you make while doing social interactions between multiple people, and it's their outcomes from their decisions. What are the outcome of that decision? And what are the computed utility from their decision? It is game theory. Game theory studies the outcome of decisions. Game theory studies the scientific, or you can say social interactions between multiple people, and the decisions you make between those interactions are studied through game theory. I hope it's clear now. What is game theory and its wide-ranging applications, and how it can influence decision making? What are the outcomes? What are the outcomes available or payoff available from those decisions you made using game theory? So, types of games. There are two types of games in game theory: cooperative games and non-cooperative games. We'll come to it. First we talk about game mechanics. How to play a game. So a mechanic is an English term. It means working part of machinery. It's used in physics also. In physical science, in physics, mechanic means a working part of a machinery or a system, working part of a system. A game is like a system, and it has mechanics, and or you can say components, and how it works, how it influences how the game works, how to play the game is concluded through game mechanics. And how to play a game, what are the rules of playing the games, how the game interact with us, and how we interact with the game is called game mechanics. And what are the types of games? There are two types of games: cooperative games and non-cooperative games. There are also more types of games, but we will not discuss it, but we will discuss the main two types, that is the main differentiating types: cooperative games and non-cooperative games. Okay, first we talk about cooperative games. In cooperative games, the players work towards a common objective. The objective is to maximize utility by cooperating with each other. In cooperative games, there is an objective in the game, and the players work towards that common objective to achieve that common objective. And the players maximize the objective is to maximize utility by cooperating with each other. In cooperative games, there are no winners and there are no losers. In cooperative games, the main theme is how to be fair, how to allocate the payoffs between the players, how to allocate the utility between the players. In cooperative game is more concerned about what's fair, how much each player contribute to the coalition. In cooperative game, there are coalitions, there are groups of players, and the groups of players collaborate with each other, cooperate with each other, so that they can achieve the common objective. And they're concerned with what's fair, how to contribute, how each player can contribute to the coalition. And cooperative games, in cooperative games, there is a Shapley value. Shapley value is concerned with the method of dividing of gains or costs among players according to the value of their individual contributions. It means, for example, if there are two players, player A and player B. Their mission is to bake cookies. One player can bake 10 cookies in one day, and another player can bake 5 cookies one day. So player A makes 10 cookies in a single day, and player B makes 5 cookies in a single day. So we need to allocate the payoff between the players, player A and player B. How can we divide up the gains and costs among players according to the value of their individual contributions? Player A will get more value because he makes more cookies. Player B will get less value because he makes less cookies. So cooperative games is concerned with what's fair, how to contribute the gains and costs among each groups of players according to their individual contributions, how much they contribute to the coalition, how much they contribute, and each player will get the payoff according to their coalition, according to their contributions. This cooperative games is concerned with it. Now we talk about non-cooperative games. In non-cooperative games, players compete with each other. Players want to maximize utility by competing with each other. In non-cooperative games, there are winners and there are losers. Players want to compete with each other. There are winners and there are losers. The example is Prisoner's Dilemma. Prisoner's Dilemma is an example of Nash equilibrium. Nash equilibrium was created by American mathematician John Nash. I hope you have all seen the movie A Beautiful Mind. It's in the movie. There's a character played by Russell Crowe. He is playing John Nash. He's an American mathematician. He created the Nash equilibrium. So Nash equilibrium in game theory is a situation in which a player will continue with their chosen strategy, having no incentive to deviate from it after taking into consideration the opponent's strategy. Nash equilibrium is a study in non-cooperative games. In game theory, is a situation in which a player will continue with their chosen strategy, their strategy in the game, and he will continue with that strategy, having no incentive to deviate from it. He will not deviate from that strategy. He will keep playing that strategy, and after taking into consideration the opponent's strategy, he will take into consideration the opponent's strategy. Let me give you an example of prisoner's dilemma. There is a player called player A and player B. They are both thieves, and they're caught by police of stealing diamonds. The police keep them in jail and ask them, why did you steal? So player A will says that player B is also responsible for this, and player B will say player A is also responsible for this, and they are both responsible. So they will get a jail time. They will compete with each other. They will try to say that both are responsible for stealing. They will both confess, and this is the Nash equilibrium, because they are criminals. They will both confess, and they will say that both are responsible for stealing. This is prisoner's dilemma. I hope cooperative and non-cooperative games are clear to you guys. Game theory in healthcare. So how game theory is applicable to healthcare? Game theory is the science of decision making. In healthcare, cooperative games is more suitable because players compete with each other. Players do not compete with each other. Players work towards a cooperative. Player works towards by cooperating with each other. Doctors make decisions every day in medicine practice. Game theory is a science of decision making. Doctors make decisions every day in medicine practice. There are two players in the society, doctors and patients. What is doctor's utility? Quantification can be material gains or psychological fulfillment. What does doctors get when they make a decision in game theory? In healthcare, doctors receive material gain in the form of currency or a psychological fulfillment. For example, increase in reputation by treating a patient. What is patient's utility? Health percentage of patient. The health percentage of patient, what is the health percentage before diagnosis? What is the health percentage after the patient is diagnosed? And the health percentage is changed to 100% after patient is healed or is cured from disease. Each player wants to maximize its utility. This is game theory in healthcare. So in game theory in healthcare, game theory is a science of decision making. Cooperative games is more suitable in healthcare. Doctors make decisions every day in medicine practice. There are two players in the society. When you talk about applying game theory in healthcare, first we need to identify the players. The players are doctors and patients. They are both playing the game, and the objective of the game is to improve the healthcare of the society. This is a cooperative game. What is the doctor's utility? What does doctors return when they play this game? What do doctors get when they play this game? They get material gains in the form of currency or psychological fulfillment. Let's say increase in reputation. What does patients get when they play this game? They health percentage of patient is increased to 100% after they are cured from disease, and each player wants to maximize its utility. We don't play games with patients' health. So you all must be thinking this guy is crazy talking about playing games in healthcare, playing games with patients and doctors. So we don't play games with patients' health. In game theory, So gamification, in a sense, is between medical professionals to provide better outcomes for the patients. When I say gamifying healthcare, gamification healthcare, it is most concerned with gamifying the process, gamifying the solutions, concerned with providing the healthcare, which in return provide better outcomes for the patients. Okay, so we don't play games with patients' health. Okay. Biospiel is a pioneer gamification in medical collaboration. Biospiel allocates virtual currency coins to medical professionals on each decision they make in clinical practice. Every doctor makes decision in clinical practice, but they do not receive any reward points. They do not receive any recognition. When a patient is healed, when a patient is cured by a doctor must be recognized in the society. A doctor must be given a reward point. A doctor must be given, a doctor's reputation must be increased in the society because he healed or he cured the patient. A doctor can simply share a decision in the Biospiel platform and earn virtual currency coins. In the Biospiel platform, doctor can share a decision, he made in clinical practice, which resulted in patient being cured. He will receive a virtual currency coin. The virtual currency coin transactions are being recorded in the Biospiel in the blockchain. A doctor must get recognition when he cure a patient. A doctor must receive recognition. A doctor must receive a reward. A doctor's reputation must be increased when he cure a patient. Unfortunately, this is not the case with current situation in our society. Doctors are not recognized for every decision they make in clinical practice. We need to recognize the doctors. We need to gamify the entire process in healthcare. We take patients' privacy seriously. We need to follow GDPR laws plus HIPAA laws in healthcare. Every health tech company, including Biospiel, must follow GDPR and HIPAA law. GDPR is the European Union law of privacy. HIPAA is an American law concerned with the privacy of a patient. In the HIPAA law, if you anonymize the protected health information, then you are safe to disclose the patient's data. If you anonymize the protected health information. In GDPR, you need to follow the laws. These are European Union laws, and you also need to appoint a data protection officer who must foresee the organization's all operations that they're following the laws. So this is the gamifying the healthcare. All people who are joining this late. So if you have any questions, you can ask me. Anybody have any question? Please raise your hand and you can ask me. Do you have any questions? Okay, I see. As I assume no one has any questions. So now our the presentation has concluded for gamification healthcare. This webinar is recorded. I will put it on the YouTube also. So now I will give you demo of Biospiel. How does Biospiel works and how we are gamifying the medical collaboration. So if you come to the biospiel.com, this is the landing page. Biospiel is a software service platform for doctors, radiologists, radiographers, medical professionals, students of medical science, scientists, and researchers. In the platform, they can share and collaborate on medical cases. They can get second opinion. They can get second advice. They can collaborate with peers in the medical community. So you can just create a new account. Here you can press this button, create a new account. You can select a profession. Let's say you are a student of medical science. Enter your given name. Enter your last name, your email, your password. Confirm password. Type your institution name. Your country. Let's say you're from Switzerland. Specialty, subspecialty. Upload your workplace ID, school ID, institute ID, license, professional registration certificate, or clinical degree certificate. You can upload and then press register and follow the steps to register for a new account. I already have an account, so I will just log in. So I just logged in into biospiel.com. Here you can see the home feed. This is the home feed of the main page. Here you can see the medical cases being already published in the home feed. As you can see, if you click on the picture, it will make the picture in full screen. And or if you can click on read more, you can see the case in more details. And you can go to your profile page. This is the profile page of the user. Here you can see the work and experience, affiliations, personal information, cases, decisions, articles, followers, and following of the user. You can also share a case. You can press this plus button and you can share a case. Here you can upload the image. Here you can upload the medical images. Type the title of the case. Let's say stroke case. Type the case summary. Patient is suffering from stroke. Patient is 30 years old male. And talk about the case summary. Talk about the specialty. What's the specialty? Let's say colorectal surgery. Subspecialty, abdominal imaging. I agree to the community guidelines and content policy and press the share a case button. After you share a case, it is being reviewed by our team. Your case has been sent to a moderation team for review. To ensure patient privacy, every case is reviewed before being shared on Biospiel. You will be notified once your case is available to the community. I can view the case. This is the case I just posted, and it is being reviewed by the community, by our moderation team for patient privacy. As you can also see this case in the profile. This is a stroke case being pending. After it is being reviewed, it will be published and shared with the community. Here you can also see this coin. It says 4 coins. If you want to earn 1 coin, you must make 1 decision. Coins are like reward points. For example, 1 coin is equal to 1 decision. This coin is a virtual currency coin being allocated to the medical professional on each decision he makes in clinical practice. We are gamifying the medical collaboration. How do we gamify the medical collaboration? Is by allocating a virtual currency coin in clinical practice. How it is allocated? By doctor can simply share a decision. Here you can say decisions. He made 4 decisions. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hey, hi. Sorry to interrupt. Just wanted to know what exactly is a decision.
Okay, that's a good question. Let me show you. Share a decision. You can see this button. If you go to say the plus button, here it says share a case, share a decision, and post an article. If you press on share a decision, it's the same. The user interface is the same as for share a case. If you see the decision description, enter patient diagnosis, symptoms, clinical findings, enter your judgment in treating a patient. A decision is a judgment made by medical professional in treating a patient. Medical professional made a decision when treating a patient. For example, medical professional made a decision that a patient is suffering from brain tumor. Brain tumor is a disease. A medical professional made a decision about brain tumor. It's a disease. So he can simply share the decision. He made the decision while treating a patient. The decision he made while treating a patient, he can share it in our platform and he will get a virtual currency coin. Is it understood?
Yes, I got it.
Great. So let me give you an example.
So Biospiel will review the decision, and based upon if it is, if you want to give the coin, then Biospiel will give the coin. Correct? They
Yes.
will review the decision. Correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So I can upload a picture. Let's say it's a decision picture, a medical image. And he can talk about the same as stroke decision, or he can write any title of the decision. He can talk about I treated the patient. The doctor can talk about I treated the patient. He was suffering from stroke, and talk about the case summary decision he made. The user interface is the same as for share a case and share a decision, except that the case is used for collaboration or to get second advice or to get second opinion or to collaborate with peers. But the decision, doctor made a decision in treating a patient. He can share the decision and get the virtual currency coin. So he can talk about the specialty. Let's say cardiology, subspecialty, pain medicine. I agree to the community guidelines and content policy and press on share a decision. After the user press a share a decision, a doctor can press share a decision. Your decision has been sent to our moderation team for review. To ensure patient privacy, every decision is reviewed before being shared on Biospiel. You will be notified once your decision is shared, is available to the community. We will review the decision for patient private information. Our global team will review the decision. Once it's according to our standards, then we will share it with our community. If you go to your profile, here you can see the 5 decisions is saying 1 is pending, 4 are published. Here you can see 1 is pending and 4 are already published. Once it's being published, then you will get a virtual currency coin and it will be 5 coins. Now it is 4 coins. Once it's published, the coins will be 5. Okay. Is it understood? Perfect.
Yeah. Understood.
Perfect. So this virtual currency coin transaction will be recorded in blockchain. We will record the transaction in the blockchain, and you will receive a virtual currency coin in your wallet. So this is how Biospiel works. We are working on more features. We are working on groups. So we are working on more features, groups, events, chat, plus cryptocurrency, plus blockchain. So we are working on these features very soon. These features will be coming soon. Groups, events, and chat. Just like LinkedIn or Facebook, you can create groups for doctors, students, and researchers. You can create events just like social events, physical events, online events, offline events, hybrid events. You can also chat with peers in the medical community. You can chat with each others. Plus, we are introducing cryptocurrency. The coin you will receive will be in the form of cryptocurrency. We are also the transaction will be recorded in the blockchain, and we are also working in the wallet. So new features are coming soon.
Congratulations, Shawanas. Lederman speaking. Let me ask a question for you. It looks like for me that this is a quotation mark second opinion cases that is shared by several people. And if you get the opinion correct, you receive a coin as a prize. Like on other, you receive something as a prize. I'm wrong?
Yes, that's true. A case is for example, here you can see share a case and share a decision. In a case is when you try to collaborate with peers in the medical community. You want to get second advice, want to get second opinion, you want to collaborate with peers in a decision.
The game, the spiel, play around to make a decision, and if you are right, you receive a prize. If you are wrong, you don't receive anything. That's the idea. Okay.
Yes.
I was thinking about something completely different. When I decided to attend the game in health, because when we give some guidelines of a treatment of something about a diagnosis, there are several ways the guideline will go. For example, I don't know how many people are physicians, but let me tell you that I have a kid that has a virus infection, and I call bronchiolitis, okay? And the diagnoses are made by several people. How can I treat the patient according to the cost, benefits, medication? That was my idea. Okay, I have a kid with bronchiolitis. I opened the game and said, bronchiolitis, what would you do? Bloom, bloom. I would say this, wrong. You are wrong. Go back and go to the other way. Okay, you are right. And how the patient behave? Oh, it did not improve. What would you do? This or this? And you click and go. This was my idea of the gamification. Instead for you to put this on a straight piece of paper, you put on a game. You go wrong, you explode, you have fun, somebody kills you, you move to the other way, and you are correct. That was my idea of gamification. Sorry, but your site is going to be fantastic with everything. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Lederman. That was a very wonderful question, and it was also a great idea. Well, gamification is a very broad field. You can in healthcare, you can make cooperative games. You can create so many games, and it's wide ranging. It's a very new field in healthcare, and it's developing.
Yeah, but